everybody? What up, everybody? Let's talk about it. It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about everybody. It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Fargo, Season 4, Episode 7. This episode, we getting some real plot development working, and I'm here for that, okay? So I don't want to waste any time. Let's go ahead and get into it. See Orida, she's in her kitchen. Orietta. That's her name, Orietta. She's in her kitchen. She's making up some batches of something that's gonna kill some damn body, okay? So she's making it up, honey. She put it in a little box and she goes to work. She walks into the office. She says that I'm going in there to see the doctor. So she goes in there and she tells him that she made him some macaroons. And he's like, this is absolutely unnecessary. I just had a very big lunch. I really don't need this. As soon as this man eats the damn macaroon, honey, he starts to coronavirus, okay? So he coughing, choking and coughing, and he sits back in his seat and he like, what the hell is happening to me? So she goes to his desk. She starts looking up in his desk and she gets the letter out. She sits at the desk. She tell him to be quiet, okay? Because he over there making too much damn noise. And she starts to look through and she's reading through, you know, trying to look at the handwriting, trying to see who wrote it. But it says it's signed a concerned citizen. So once again, she's frustrated. But I think that she's going to remember that, you know, that Ethelrita left that pad in that girl closet. So once she find the pad and look at the handwriting, she gonna be able to tell who it is. So she goes to the door. She wipes his face with the crumbs. I was like, man, you know they ain't have no DNA back then, okay? Because she done left so much DNA everywhere. It's ridiculous. When she put her mouth on that man's finger and took his ring, that's DNA right there. But anywho, she wiped the crumbs. She go out the room. She like pretend like,
oh my God, should I be like, oh my God? Or should I be like, oh, should I be like, oh, you know?
So she figures out what she wants to go with, and she calls them in for help. We didn't see him die, so I'm thinking that maybe he's still alive. We see Josto and Calamita and the whole crew. They're taking a look at Antoon's body. You know, he got shot by Milligan last episode, and they like, man, he can't never do nothing. So now they talking about Milligan. Calamita's like, I told you he was a rat, blah, 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 blah. And Josto says, okay, well, you hunt him down and you kill him, okay? And then you go to Loy's and you're going to kill everybody. Kill the boy, kill everybody you can kill. They like walking away from Antoon, and he's like, okay, well, what we gonna do with Antoon's body? And he's like, oh, just leave him from the birds. So we know that Josto is cold-blooded, but he a bitch though. Like, he a cold-blooded bitch. How you do those two things at the same time? I don't know. Over at Loy's, they over there contemplating murder. Okay, so we got one dude, he ready to pop, so he ready to go off. He ready to kill some niggas. Like, he ready to get it popping. They talking about killing the boy. He's like, I'll kill a boy, talking about Zero. And he says, last time I checked, you couldn't hold a fort. So he says, okay, so we killed a brother. Then what? Since you were strategizing, nigga, you want to strategize. You can't.
I want to be a management head ass nigga. Okay, so what we gonna do next? And then we go to war. And then next, first step, second step, do we defend or do we offense? Offense or defense? You know, what we gonna do? What's the strategy? Strategic, man.
And the boy is like, well, they got doctor, and he said, don't you say his name. And when I tell you he punched the dog out this man, he punched the dog out him. You hear me? And started beating him up, you know, punching him to the point where Opal had to stop him and was like, hey, you know, stop this out. We're gonna need all the people we can if we want to win. You can't keep beating him like this or whatever. Boy is like, get him out of my damn sight, okay? Get him out of my face. So we see Gaetano, he's still bloody, he's still all tied up, and the phone is ringing, and Lloyd answers the phone, and he's like, all right, okay, meet me at my place at 3. And he says, you better believe it's gonna cost you. So we find out later that he was on the phone with Josto and the consigliere Ebal. Otis is in the car having a straight panic attack. He is 1, little 2, little 3, little Indians, 4, little 5, little 6, little Indians. I said, baby, you better call on him, okay? You better do what you need to do. Okay, so he's about to lose his mind, baby, and we see he's staring at Lloyd's place like he gonna go do something. But the marshal gets in the car with him, and Marshall is like, don't get no ideas, you know what I'm saying? I did a little research on, you know, Lloyd Cannon. He run numbers, you know, racketeering, you know what I'm saying, all of that, right? He said that man picked up our 2 suspects and he took them somewhere, and I thought maybe it was here, right? He said, but some dudes at the station told me don't just bust up in there because he owns some cops, you know, he got some cops going on. He was like, ain't no secrets down at the Kansas City PD, y'all tells everything. And dude is like, well, you know, I heard about him or whatever. I know all about what he be doing or whatever. And he said, oh, you talking like you Jonah and you heard about a big fish. Like, boy, stop lying. He says now he thought his girls would leave, but you know, seems like they done got back to work. What you think we do? We go up in there, guns blazing. We just go up there and shoot up the place. He was like, nah, they probably gonna mix us up real good if we do that. That's gonna be crazy or whatever. But you know what else they told me? They told me, you was one of them crooked cops who was taking money from both sides, baby. That you was one of them people down there taking all that illegal money, baby. He says that, is that true? And then he starts talking about the blood killeth and thou shalt not kill and thou who killeth shall be killed and child X, Y, and Z. And homeboy is like, look, bitch, I'm done with you. Okay, if I could slash that Mormon, if I could, you know what I'm saying, that doggone Mormon guy you keep talking about, I would do it, okay? Because I'm tired of you. Get out my car, get out my face, and get out my life. We done, period. Marshall is like, you sure now? Because you got to make sure what side you pick. Be careful about what side you choose, because even a gold coin only got two sides. I was like, Marshall, you ain't even doing your damn job. Go find them girls. And he got out the car, y'all. Otis started slapping himself in the face. I said, Lord Jesus, he needs some medication, Lord Jesus. He needs some medication, baby. See that Lloyd's wife is at the house. She's teaching Zero and her daughters their daily lessons. You can tell she's a very intelligent woman. There's a knock at the door. She goes to the door, and there's none other than Calamita. And he says, there's normally a guard standing out here. How many kids do you have in here? And so he tries to push his way into the door, and she was like, do you need something? And he was like, questioning her. And she said, well, have you ever been to the zoo? And he was like, yeah, I've been to the zoo sometimes. She says, well, you saw that mama lion or the mama bear or the lion or whoever. Why do you think they're in the cage? Do you think she's in the cage for her protection? Or you think it's for your protection, basically what she's saying, because she pulled out a gun and she was like,
yeah, bitch, okay, I got the chopper.
Yeah, chopper style, chopper style.
Yeah. No, I'm playing. Sis pulled out that gun and she was about that action, okay? And Calamita did a little chuckle like, you better be careful with that. I'm talking about be careful with that. She know how to handle that gun. I'm talking about be careful. She'll blow your ass away, okay? And so he tipped his hat like, all right, touche. Touche, my nigga, touche, okay? He turns around and walks out the parking lot. And she stood on the porch like, what's up? Bitch, get in your car hole. Then we see some boxes being brought into the mortuary where Eltharita lives, because if you remember, that's Lloyd Cannon's ish now. He told them that, that he got the deed. It's his. So he bringing whatever he needs to store up in there to their house. And so Lemuel comes in and he catches Eltharita coming down. And Eltharita is just caught up in the rapture of love, baby. She didn't even know what to say when she saw that smooth brown skin, baby. She didn't even know what to do. She was just looking stupid. Okay, he was like, you good? And she was just like, I don't know what to say. And she ran out of the room. I thought it was very, very cute. And I can see where they're going to go with this from the beginning, right? So I don't know if it was you, but did y'all see that casket open a little bit? The casket had opened up a little bit, right? And Lemuel saw something and he like, out of the corner of his eye, he went to go walk towards it and he like knocked on the thing. Is anybody in here? And then right at that moment, Opal came in and got him out, or whoever that was came in and got him out of the room. Then we see Calamita go into Milligan's room at the house and he finds this book. I don't know if it was a Bible, a book, or whatever, but he looks through the book and he finds an ad. And the ad was for Uncle Jack's Feed and Seed. So it's the Uncle Jack's, feed store. And so he takes it and he puts it in his pocket. This is a little foreshadowing. More than likely that place they was going to go and put their head down is probably Uncle Jack's Feed and Seed. Split screen. So this split screen is like Josto and Lloyd thinking about all the things they've done to each other and what's about to happen in this confrontation because they're meeting each other right now. So we see that they pull up at the place where Lloyd is. This is Josto and this is the consigliere, okay? So they get out the car and he's like, listen, ain't gonna be no surprises, ain't gonna be nothing else going on. They like, nah, everything is cool or whatever, just like a regular day. So it was like, okay, cool. So he tells his boys, if we're not out here in 30 minutes, then y'all need to come in shooting. We see the marshal sitting outside in the car. He's across the street watching this all go down. So the first thing that Ebal does is apologize for killing Dr. Senator. He says this was wrong. We shouldn't have done this. And, Lloyd is like, don't even say his name. But Ebal is, he was my friend. You know what I'm saying? And we shouldn't have did that or whatever. Like, that wasn't right. It wasn't wrong. But I need for you to listen. Gaetano Fada is the son of a Fada. And it's certain people that you can kill. And there's certain people that you can't kill. And Lloyd is like, you gonna tell me who I can kill or who I can't kill? Like, that's not how things work. That's not how this works. And Josto is standing on the side like, he not like, I mean, he more animal than like human. You know what I'm saying? He really ain't. E-Ball is like, what? Okay, Ixnay on the animal aid. What you talking about? So E-Ball tells him, look, Mr. Cannon, we're prepared to trade with you, okay? We're going to give you control of all the stockyards. We're going to give you the east side or something like that, and the truck routes to Cleveland and into Dallas or something like this. He says, well, what if I killed him already? And they're like, well, if you killed him, we wouldn't be here. He's like, well, what if I'm gonna kill y'all too? And Josto like giggles like, bitch, you ain't gonna kill me, okay? All the New York gonna be down here killing you, child. You ain't finna kill me. He said he laughing at something else. Like, I literally am loving Josto this season. Like, he's such an asshole. Like, I live for him. He says, okay, so what's going to happen if I take this deal with the brother or whatever? You let him go. He's back on the next plane to Italy. My words, you know, hand to the God or whatever. This is what New York wants. He says, New York doesn't really know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't really know you like that. and then he says, but you didn't tell him the other part. And E-Ball is once again like,
my nigga, what are you talking about? The other part?
He wasn't alone. He had other rats helping him. And, you know, this person that did this, and, you know, I don't want to say what he did. What he did was so horrible. You know what I mean? And, you know, he was just in shock. He was upset about the trade. And he just went and did something that was just off the chain. And so he tells them that Satchel is dead, okay? And he says, I want to talk to Rabbi. This is crushing Lloyd, right? That his child is dead. And so it's crushing him. And so he's like, I want to talk to Rabbi. He was like, see, that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? He's dead too. Like, he tried to save the boy or whatever, but he got him too. So basically, Josto is trying to use Lloyd to kill Calamita and to kill Gaetano. So he says, you can kill Zero if you want. Basically, like, it could be an eye for an eye. Or you can just kill Gaetano. He says, you know, we're here. We don't have to be here, but we're here because we respect you. You know what I'm saying? And we know that that was wrong or whatever. And you took in Zero and you treated him fairly. You treated like him and your only child. He says, so I'm just begging you, you know, to kill Gaetano to, you know, take care of this problem. And this problem going to be taken care of. And he says, I want to see the body. I want to see my child's body. Now, we have to know that Josto doesn't even know if they're alive or not. They gone. So, I mean, he assuming, I'm sure that he knows that they're alive if Antune is dead, right? So, he's lying to Lloyd to try to get him to do what he wants because he thinks that black people are reactionary, basically. He has a low opinion of him, and he's underestimating Lloyd, basically, and thinking that he's just going to go to his base desire, which is to kill him. Because at that moment, everybody in the room is like, shoot them right now. Shoot them right now. And he's like, get out. I need for you to get out. And he was like, we can't just let them walk out. No, I need for you to get out. Josto is leaving this ride, baby. He is just happy as a clam. He is on top of the world. He like, pew, 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 pew. Bitch, I done got everybody killed. I want to get killed. Meanwhile, Lloyd is sitting down thinking about his son and the last moments that he had spent with his son, telling him that he loved him, him saying no, no, no. In the middle of the night, we see Zero has gotten up to go to the bathroom, and as he's washing his hands, I'm not sure if this was really happening or if Lloyd was just fantasizing and thinking about strangling the boy, but we see him standing outside the bathroom with the rope, but when Zero leaves, nothing happens to him, so he ends up being okay. So, and then we see him going into the room, or it's like a whole day passes. It's like the next morning, the next day, he goes into the room with his wife, and we don't hear him tell his wife, but we know that he has told his wife that the daughter is now dead. So, I mean, that Satchel is dead, and we hear her screaming and hollering and in pain and disgust, and I just felt so bad for this woman. Like, your child literally was given to somebody else, and then they killed him. I mean, all behind some fuckery. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel bad for Beauty or whatever her name is. It was a pretty name. Next morning we see Lloyd. He's in the car. He's driving up, and he see his son running up to him when he was meeting with the father, and he was remembering him and asking him, does the boy sleep in his bed? He said, well, he got to sleep somewhere. And he says, well, you said in your lesson, or he says, are you getting your lesson? And he says, yeah, I do. Milligan is helping me. He points at Milligan. And he says, okay, well, that's good, because we're the smartest man. Where we're going, the smartest man needs to be there. And he was like, where are we going, Dad? He says, to the top. See Lloyd, and Lloyd tells his driver to pull over. So he gets out of the car, and he sees the billboard, and guess what it's for? A Diners Club card, a credit card. So now he's even more pissed that these white people done took his idea, Okay, and basically, there you go. They done made credit cards. So you can see this idea he got is going to go legit, right? Otis, he's having a dream. I really feel for Otis. Like, I've really come to kind of like his character over this season. I don't know. I just have a soft spot in my heart for Otis because he got so many problems, and I just feel like he need a hug and a hot meal, okay? So we see Otis. He's having a dream. He's daydreaming about laying in his wife's lap, and his wife is singing a song. She has a beautiful voice, as a matter of fact. And her picture, he's staring at her picture on the wall. She's super pretty. And he's then we hear the same song starts to play on the radio, and we see that he finally begins to pack up some of his collectibles. So we see him pack up all his collectibles, and then he packs up all his belonging with his ring, his picture on the wall, like he's about to get out of Dodge. He goes to get in this vehicle. You know, he walks out the apartment. I knew something was going to happen. He was walking down all them flights of steps. I was like, child, he ain't going to make it out of town. So he goes to put the stuff in the trunk, and right as he's putting the things in the trunk, Opal and other dude pull up. I was like, child, here we go with this shit. So they like, listen, we need to go. Get in the car. And he was like, that's not how the police work.
You get in my car. I don't get in your car.
And they was like, okay, well, fine. We're going to get in your car. And so they go and they go and get in his car. Otis in the locker room, and he's
1 little, 2 little, 3 little Indian, 4 little, 5 little, 6 little Indian.
And then Swanee and what is her name? I can't never remember this sister name, y'all. I swear to God, it be on the tip of my tongue. I just can't never remember this damn girl name. Swanee and sister come in there, right? And so they circling around him like some buzzers. I was like, oh my God, what is about to happen? Because you already know it's about to be off the chain when they come into the room or whatever. And he's like, hey, don't y'all know y'all on the run? People looking for y'all or whatever. And they're like, yeah, you know, but we know we on the run, but we not gonna get caught. We not to be had, okay? He seemed nervous. Do we make you nervous, Mr. Policeman? He says, well, y'all gonna die if y'all stay here. And she's like, well, we gotta die someplace. You know what I mean? She says something about the river being old and trees being old. She starts speaking in her Native American language, which I thought was pretty interesting. Then we hear some footsteps approach, and it is none other than Mr. Lloyd Cannon. So he tells him to cover his ears, and he gives the girls a train ticket to get out of town. And they're like, okay, well, we don't know nobody in this place. He was like, well, basically, they were like, nah, we about that life. We want to stay. We want to shoot some shit up. And he was like, do you care about your sister? And she was like, you know what, my nigga? All right, peace. Looks like next week they're going head to head with the police on some set it off stuff. So, I mean, they're going to get they blaze of glory. You know what I'm saying? So, which is befitting their characters. So, Otis tell him, listen, I tried to get your boy, but as soon as I got up in there, they swooped me up. You know, I just didn't have time to get him or whatever. So, he says, I tell Zero, elevate, don't denigrate. This is what I tell Zero. What do you think Italians tell their kids? He says, I don't know what they be telling kids. He said, yeah, you don't know what they tell their kids, but you see it, right? You see how they call people an animal and they keep them in the dirt. What if that person stays a man? What if he walked upright? What if he didn't growl? As you know what y'all do, what it is y'all boys do all the time. Y'all get in the dirt yourself and you show us how to be an animal. You kill his friends. You murder his child. So basically he's saying that you want us to get down in the dirt with you. You using us. He says they can't rise to my level, so they want to bring me down to their level. And if I get in the dirt like them, that means that they were right the whole time about me. Because Opal over here, he's alpha male. He's ready to set it off. Right now, Opal is like, bitch, I'm ready. I'm on ready. Right now. All we need to do is go shoot these niggas now. Okay? Kill or be killed. He says, but he's not responsible for this family. I am. Every country has its own kind of crook or criminal, and America has the confident man, the snake oil salesman. Americans have dreams, or people come to America with dreams, and it's easy to swindle somebody, right, who has a dream. This is going over Otis' head, baby. Otis is like, baby, I'm sorry, boss. I don't know what you're talking about no more, okay? I don't understand what's going on.
He wants me to kill his brother. But I'm not going to do it.
And he was like, well, what you going to do? He says, no. What are we going to do? Okay? I low-key am here for Otis joining the crime family as the unassuming, undercover, shady cop. You know what I mean? Because I feel like Lloyd, and I want Zero to stay with the family too, because over there, his family is horrible, baby. Feel good that Otis is, I don't know, they don't give a fuck about Otis' child. They don't care about Otis' child. I'm just making that up. They would shoot Otis in a minute. Otis need to get in the car and go. That's what Otis needs to do, baby. Just Just leave. Go to California or something. Then we say Gaetano, he's still bloody. He's going on about how he stabbed somebody in the throat, how he pushed somebody eyeballs in. Like, he does the most. Okay, sir, you ain't doing none of that now, so don't nobody care, sir. Lloyd comes in, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna get another monologue. Awesome. So he says, the thing is, your brother gave me the stockyards, the equal partners, the trucking company. Basically, he was like, if I kill you. And so he spits on the ground, and Lloyd was like, you got something to say? Gaetano was like, family is family. Basically saying, still, I'm riding with the family even though he trying to kill me. He was like, yeah, but ain't nobody in my family trying to kill me. He like, look, it's enough talking. If you gonna kill me, you gonna kill me. I know that the worst thing for Gaetano is to sit around and listen to these black people talk about stuff that he don't even know what y'all saying half the time. He don't know who y'all talking about, and he don't know what you talking about. He don't know no metaphors, no similes. He don't know the sentence structure. He don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Just kill me, damn it. I'm tired. I'm over it. He says, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm gonna let you go. Gaetano is like, what? Huh? What you mean? You gonna let me go? Like, this is the first time I have genuinely seen Gaetano be shocked and like surprised and taken off guard. You know what I'm saying? So except for when he was about to get shot in that house on the last episode, because that shit was funny. Okay, so so they untied him and they let him go. And so they walk outside, and Opal is like, man, I hope you know what you're doing. And that's how the show goes off. So I think that Lloyd is setting up Gaetano to get killed, or to Gaetano to kill Josto, or at least for them to have some type of face-off or whatever, some type of showdown. And he also tells his boys to kill Calamita. So I feel like Calamita is definitely going to meet his end. I don't think that Lloyd is going to die. I hope everybody live, but I know somebody on our side is going to die. But we done had some casualties over here already. Now, as far as or writer, I really feel like they have let this storyline kind of fall to the wayside. I don't know. You know, it's time for them because there are only 3 episodes left. So what is the point of her on the show if there's not something that's going to tie into this main storyline that's going to help us in the end eventually? I'm not sure. So, and same thing with the Marshall. He's kind of just creeping around. Marshall gives me the vibe that I'm just here to do my job. I'm just trying to get Swanee and Sister. I'm not worried about nobody else, okay? Y'all carry on. You know what I'm saying? Carry on doing whatever it is that you do. Okay, so him, I think that, yeah, so I think that's pretty interesting. I want to see what's going to happen to Zero. Where is Satchel and Milligan? Is Calamita going to find them out? I kind of feel like Calamita is going to meet his end. He's going to find them, but he also going to die because Calamita is cold-blooded out here, baby. Okay, so he got to die. So I want to hear your thoughts on this episode. It was a great episode. I thought it was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was pretty good. So it's 3 more episodes left, I think. I don't know if these are 10 episode seasons or not. I'm not exactly sure. I've never watched Fargo before. But as far as I know, let's just say it's going to be 10 episodes. Who knows? It might be more. So if you have not checked out my Bad Hair / His House review, please check that out. And I'm going to put up another review for a new show that I'm going to be doing called The Undoing. It's on HBO. Now, this is a white flight, okay? So this is not a black show or a show with black people on it. I don't even think there's any black people on the show at all. As a matter of fact, damn, you know what? There ain't no black people on the whole damn show. With Hugh Grant, and it's with Nicole Kidman. It has a fabulous cast. It looks like it's going to be very sharp objects, Big Little Lies type of vibe or whatever. Lies and deceit and foolishness going on, honey baby. And minority love, interracialness. You know it's always a misfortunate, less fortunate child. Listen. Get into it because it's good. If you haven't seen it, it's some good stuff. The Undoing episode 1 and 2 on HBO Max. Y'all have this HBO Max subscription and y'all gonna get these HBO shows, okay, honey? Because HBO do drama real good. So I want to hear what your thoughts about this episode where I know I have included my IG tag somewhere here. My IG tag and my Twitter tag are exactly the same. So follow me. I don't really tweet that much, so y'all ain't got to follow me on Twitter, but you definitely should follow me on Instagram, all right? So I will holler at y'all next time. Peace.